Coppinger says that the Spence-Crawford rematch, Crawford-Spence, whatever you want to call it, is being planned for February now, even though the weight still hasn't been determined. Now, Stephen Espinola spoke on the weight dispute, and he basically said that he beat around the bush, but it sounded like it's Crawford's prerogative on it. It's his choice. He said, will Crawford go up, fight Spence at 47, and then he goes up to 54 or beyond, and then negotiate in good faith, then we have a problem. Man, you can't tell a grown man what to do. If the contract say I get to pick what weight we fight at, what do? Now I seen an article somebody wrote, Alan Fox on Boxing News 24, which him and that other hater ass dude talking about, well, Crawford needs to gain the advantage by making him come to 47. Like, dude, gain the advantage? Look how he just beat his ass. Like, I don't owe you nothing, bro. Like, that's the crazy thing about it, dude. Like, one thing people always remember the last person who cast the stone. So when you get a rock thrown at you, don't nobody remember when they threw the rock at you. But when you start throwing rocks back, then society going to say you wrong. Nah, bro. That man dragged that name through the mud. His name through the mud for 5 years. That wasn't borderline defamation. That was defamation of character. You know what I'm saying? His fan. And then when you say one thing about Errol Spence, which is factual, this motherfucker been drunk, clubbing, hugging on niggas in the club, kissing, trying to kiss on other boys. This is all facts. All facts. Then they want to get mad and say, oh, you getting personal. You get mad. Forget all that, dude. Forget all that. He talked all that. Him and Derrick James talked all that shit through the years. Talked about Bo Mac weight. Talked about him having multiple coaches. He on sale. They done talked about his wife, his fans, and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? And so you want me to do you a favor, man? Fuck that. This ain't a favor for a favor, dude. I don't owe you nothing. When I fight you at 54 for it, what I get? I don't get a belt. It ain't a world championship fight. It ain't nothing. Well, he said, yesterday's price is not today's price in my Fat Joe voice. And it's not. And only naive little boys think they go out here in the real world, and as a man, you think the world owe you something. When you turn a teenager, the world don't owe you shit. The world look at you a totally different way. When you ain't no longer a kid or a boy, the world don't owe you shit, especially as a black man. So you don't, even if you feel like you helped somebody out, don't expect the energy to be reciprocated. In other words, don't expect them to help, to help you out because you helped them out. And that's especially go with women. You go out your way to help these women out, and they think the ultimate thing is to give you some sex. They don't want to break bread with you. They don't want to, cook. They don't want to clean. They don't want to come over and do acts of services for ninjas. They just want to give you the box. But guess what? How's you doing me a service when you enjoying the sex too? That's not a fair trade-off. So as a man, you always remember that when you turn a teenager as a young man and you go into maturing as a man, don't nobody owe you nothing, no matter how much you did for somebody, how many things you did for this person, how many people you lend money to that didn't get the money back. They don't owe you shit. And that's how they look at it. That's exactly how they look at it. And it's unfortunate it's that way. Being a man is playing 2K on Hall of Fame mode. That's exactly what it is. But that's what build our character. But nonetheless, he don't owe Errol shit at all. Remember what Errol said? I ain't do this for him. I ain't promised him nothing. I promised the fans. So I mean, at the end of the day, I don't even want to go through with the rematch. And Steven Nelson already said they want to make it at 47 because they don't want Errol to take the rematch. They don't want to do the rematch. They want to go chase Canelo. I ain't mad at it. They sit here and they try to starve you out all these years, try to slow your career down, try to play with your paper, try to mess up other potential deals you had and freeze you out. That's what they was doing. Had Eddie Hearn come and say, "We don't have nothing for him. We don't have any money for him," and all that bullshit. They try to make your name bad. Now, old buddy got to stand on that. Now he got to stand on that. People want to do you super duper dirty, right? People want to do you super duper dirty, right? People want to do you super duper dirty, right? They want to do you like poo shiesty. They want to do you shiesty, and then expect for them to have mercy, nigga. I ain't Goku, and you freezer begging for your life, and I'm gonna let you breathe. Fuck that. That ain't what this type of party about. That ain't what we standing on. Real talk. That ain't what we standing on. Sorry. And damn. A whole bunch of shit in I forgot I even bought this shit. My bad, y'all. Hold on. Yeah, I was gonna be crying about this one. But when you as a man, real talk, this is me to y'all. As a man, the number one thing I can tell you, or two things I can tell y'all that I found out, is one thing I had to learn to control my emotions. I had to learn to control my emotions. Right? And that only came by trial by fire. And when I came to learn that women, they gaslight and they manipulate, and that's just in their nature. And I started to figure out, like, dude, my mom was doing that shit to me and still do it to this day. And when I peep game, the shit don't bother me no more. You in a relationship, women gonna do that to you. Oh, you don't do this and you don't spend time with me, or you don't love me. Nobody got time for that shit, man. So when they no longer can manipulate and control your day, and your day is not predicated on a chick calling and fucking with you and messing with you, and they can't get to you like that. When you remain calm, you don't argue, yell back and forth, and you don't care, you keep it moving. That's one of the keys. That's one of the keys. The earlier you figure that out, the better. And the second, this is what I'm learning. You gotta be cold blooded. You gotta be able to cut these hoes off at the neck. You know what I'm saying? And if that's, you smash and you ain't gonna call her again, that's what you gotta do. Or you talk to her and she said something that's acceptable, or she did something that was flawed. Hey man, block her ass, cut her ass off, don't text her, don't nothing, no contact. Make it easier for the next nigga to get it. And send a message. I don't play those games. You don't get to talk to me at your free will, or you don't get to do what you want to do. You know what I'm saying? So that's just what it is. But like I said before, people think that, people as a man, don't nobody owe you nothing. And that's the harsh reality. That's the harsh reality of it. You learn that. Ain't nobody gonna do nothing for you. Ain't nobody gonna help you out. Ain't nobody gonna pick you up when you was down. It's a cold world. So y'all saying, well, Crawford, Errol stayed and fought him, and man, what Errol told him, he said, I promised the fans. I ain't promised you. Okay then. So you ain't helped me out. You did it for the fans. Well, I gave him some money back. Oh, that's on you. You paid me to whoop your ass. I mean, you need to reconsider life. Imagine what Canelo would have did to him. So, people say, well, he shouldn't take the rematch. He ain't got another choice. He fooled. He go to 47. Who he gonna run through? Yeah, have y'all seen Errol Spence at 54, before? Trash. He was, that's why he squalls down to 47, because he was trash at 54. Robotic as hell. But I don't know how they gonna sell this fight. And apparently, if what, Beauty Shop is saying that they kicking off Amazon Prime in February, then maybe this is going to Amazon Prime pay-per-view or something like that. But like I continue to say, bro, Showtime could continue to carry pay-per-views into 2024. you know. So we'll see what happens, but you know. But then again, he was the same person saying rematches for people who unsure. So much hypocrisy there. After the fight, yeah, he's a strong dude. Yeah, we tried to tell your ass. They knew it. They knew it. They knew it. And, you know, only way Crawford can lose the rematch, if he ain't focused. He overlooking Errol, taking him for granted, not training serious. You know what I'm saying? You got to be prepared for the best Errol Spence possible. He need that same focus and mindset that he came in with the first fight in. Do we still got that hunger? In my opinion, I think it's going to be a lot more competitive in a rematch. That ain't saying much, though, but that is what it is. But hey, let me know what you girls and guys think. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. The subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance, get notifications. We go live or drop video. Financially, want to support the channel, Cash App, $ CJ Good 313, Venmo CJ Good 313, PayPal link in the description. Hit the link tree. Find me on Twitter, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, the whole nine. Check out my new channel, Free Game 89, FR33 Game 89. Hit the link tree. You can find it there. Check out my Detroit channel, Mercy Sports Talk. That's in the link tree as well too. Peace.